Number 1, a clothing company produced 1,400 items of clothing. Of these, 15% were jackets, 35% were dresses, and 20% were shoes. How many of the items of clothing were not jackets, dresses, and shoes? Number 2, the fountain in the pond at the public park near Kevin's house has a pump that will recirculate 75 gallons of water in 1/4 of an hour. Find the unit rate in gallons per hour. Is it A, 5 gallons per hour, B, 18.75 gallons per hour, C, 300 gallons per hour, or D, 187.5 gallons per hour? Number 3, Marissa signs up to run in the Fun in the Sun 45K, which means kilometers, marathon. If 1 km is equal to 0.6 miles, how many miles can Marissa expect to run? Record your answer and fill in the bubbles on your answer document. Be sure to use the correct place value. Number 4, the yearbook staff surveyed 8th grade students to find out what type of pet they preferred. The data from the survey is shown below of the favorite pets. There's cats, dogs, hamsters, and rabbits. And the number of students is on the bottom. So to the nearest whole percent, what percent of students preferred hamsters as a favorite pet? Number 5, last year there were 80 students in band. This year, there are 100 students in band. Determine the percent of change in the number of students taking band from last year to this year. So is it 25% because of using that formula, 100 minus 80 divided by 80 equals 25%? B, 20% because 100 minus 80 divided by 100 is equal to 20%? 80% because 80% divided by 100 is equal to 80%? Or D, 125% because 100 divided by 80 is equal to 125%. Number 6, which of the following statements is true? So use your highlighters or your strategies of drawing the lines to show your corresponding angles and look at each answer choice to see which one is true. Number 7, on a map, the length from Cleveland, which is point D on your map, to New York, which is point B, is 7 centimeters. From Cleveland to Atlanta, point C is 10 centimeters. From New York to Atlanta is 13 centimeters. The actual distance from Cleveland to New York is 420 miles. What would be the actual mileage to travel from Cleveland to New York to Atlanta and then back to Cleveland? Number 8, a 5-foot-tall student stands 15 feet from the flagpole. The student casts a shadow 6 feet long, which ends at exactly the same point as the shadow of the flagpole. How tall in feet is the flagpole to the nearest 1/10 of a foot? Record your answer and fill in the bubbles on your answer document. Be sure to use the correct place value.